What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. In the last episode, we took down Abyss, one of the most dreaded and hated levels in this entire game, and we did it with ease, actually. Then we continued to make our way through the Galactic Pod Racing circuit with middling success. I mean, I won every race, but not all of them were pretty. In this episode, though, only 5 more tracks stare us in the face. So this is the finale. Why don't we start with Death Row's Revenge, which is going to have us going up against Odie Mandrell. I am going to be heading off to the junkyard, as I always do at the beginning of every single playthrough. Okay, yes, we are definitely going to be buying ourselves that from the get-go, because I do need that acceleration bump. I think we'll pass on that one. Let me see, what can I actually get in parts-wise? I could probably stand to get an air brake upgrade. I know I'm spending my Trugets a little bit more liberally here at the end. Ooh, that's actually gives me money back. I will definitely take that. But we are nearing the end, so it doesn't really matter as much what I spend it on. And yes, we will absolutely do that as well. All right, cool. So we got some money back as a result, and then I clicked through that so fast that Watto started talking during the cutscene. Okay, so this is another very interesting race that is full of some interesting shortcuts. Although I am not as acquainted with the shortcuts in this level as I am in Abyss, but also because they don't matter as much as they do in Abyss. In this level, you can afford to make mistakes, and you can recover from those mistakes much more easily than you can in a course like Abyss. So I do know that one of the shortcuts right from the get-go here is to actually just cut your way through here, like so. Very, very easy. Get through, skip that entire section. And now, if we can just maintain this, they are actually keeping up pretty darn good with me, and I applaud them for that. I'm going to air brake as I head into that. You're actually, usually the best play is to actually go around that, if you can. And let's just head on over here. There we go. We're doing good. I feel like my turning is absolutely the best I was going to say, the best it's ever been with Mars, but that right there was, why did that kill me? I know, I'm actually genuinely curious. Why did that kill me? That was just a fluke. Hello? I've never seen that before. Okay, well then. That was just strange. I wasn't even boosting or anything. There was just some weird geometry interaction there. Okay, be careful with that part. I would advise probably pulling back on the control stick. That's the one thing I did not do as I was going up that incline, but I didn't think I would need to have to do that. That seems a little bit silly to me. All right, let's head on through here once again. Gives us a lot of space. I am definitely noticing some egregious rubber banding on this particular course. These guys are staying really, really close to me, which is fine. Let's go around it this time. There we go, just like so. That's way better. Yeah, don't go down if you can help it. That is not the way to go. Okay, bounce off the wall there, and then we got our tightest turn here. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to pull back this time. Yeah, that is a very steep incline. Wow. Okay, well, I was able to survive it that time. That's definitely a lap record. This course is actually very short, and I'm okay with that. I mean, granted, all the levels on this particular planet are, for the most part, pretty darn short, so it doesn't really come as that much of a surprise to me. But if we can just make it through the rest of this unscathed and hopefully get ourselves that lap record again, and of course the overall race record as a result, I am going to be totally content with that. Make sure you're not in mid-turn there. If you clip the top, that will kill you. There we go. Now let's hit that boost. Just kind of sidestep that whole section right there. You can technically catch air there at the end and hop onto the top of this thing, but honestly, there's no reason to. It doesn't really cut any time of any kind. There we go. Okay, pull back so we don't die right there. Again, I'm so surprised that I even had to do that in the first place. And there it is. All right, absolutely crushed it on that course, aside from that one fluke death. And there we go. All right, next one is Barunda at the Endicott is the track favorite. Obviously, we already have this character unlocked. Let's see, what can I purchase here? Doesn't really look like the junkyard's giving me anything good. We got a Block 6, which is better than our Plug 8, so we are going to purchase that. But aside from that, I think we might be good. Let me actually take a look at my parts. Nope, yep, we're good. The only thing we needed to replace was top speed. All right, let's jump on into this one. We actually got some lava this time, so this one is a very interesting course. It is not as, I would say, as turn-focused as the last encounter on this planet. The one we did with Anakin was the favorite. This one has a lot more straightaways, but it also has a lot more diverging and alternate paths than any previous encounter here on Barunda. So we are going to be in for that at the very least. Now, whether or not there is any automatically better path is up to you to decide. I actually personally don't see that in this course at all. Now, at the same time, there is still a couple parts that I was about to say where you have to do some winds and turns that are a little bit difficult, like this part right here. But if you can make it through this part relatively unscathed, you should be good. Just tap your brake. I was not totally prepared for that part, and that is my bad. I should have been a little more prepared. It would have been nice to actually have the map up, but I think once you get through that part, it's pretty smooth sailing from here on out. I always thought that this level in particular, at least, you know, growing up, was one of the most visually appealing levels in the entire game, simply for the juxtaposition of the water and then the lava. I mean, obviously this is a really ancient game and doesn't look great at all, but just the diversity in colors, it was always like, oh, I really like this level, and I remember playing it a lot as a kid. Like, this one, and then, oh my gosh, there we go, that was dumb. This one, and then obviously the actual race from the movie itself, are definitely the two courses that I found myself replaying a lot as a kid. And obviously that's the next course. So pretty much the two of the hardest tracks in the entire game, or what are at least meant to be two of the hardest tracks in the entire game. I think there's another part where you can cut through the canyon here as well at some point. I will definitely have to bring up the map screen later on. I actually think it's right there. Yeah, I just went past it. It only opens up on lap 2 once again, but it's also a little bit easier to hit. You can also, if you don't screw up your turn like I just did right there, make it through that relatively unscathed and cut the corner. But yeah, kind of floundered on my first lap here on this course. Let's actually make up for that in subsequent laps, please, because I could have absolutely done better than that. That was kind of shameful, not gonna lie. All right. I mean, granted, maybe using Mars Glow was not the best for this part. I mean, I do remember using Nevaki a lot for this level, like I did most levels, so maybe I should have actually stuck with the guy for this one, but oh well. I actually think I had the lap and course record with him on my previous files, now that I think about it, but I was kind of getting sick of the twitchiness from earlier, so I gave up on the little dude. Alright, there we go. Woo! We're doing fine, we're doing fine. Okay, once we get past this part, we're going to be entering the really tight turns here in a second. So I got to be prepared for that. Alright, here we go. This is where I died before. Oh my gosh, that turn is murder. Absolutely murder. Alright, there we go. Woo! Oh my goodness. Absolute torture right there. Oh my gosh, I forgot how crazy this part is in particular. Holy cow. Alright, I think we are good from here on out. Now, if I can not crash for the remainder of this, that would be awesome. Because I really don't find the rest of these levels all that tricky, if I'm being completely honest. They're really not so bad. Alright, there we go, there we go. Let's go down the middle. Once again, that's always the best path to take in my opinion. We follow this through. There we go. And then from here, always go this way. This has always been my favorite path to go. Perfect. Okay, I actually made it through all that without a problem that time. Sweet. Now if we can just stay on the dirt, that would be great. Okay, we're going to be coming up on that canyon shortcut again, so make ready for that. Alrighty. I definitely should have opened up my map screen. In fact, I still have time, so let's do that. There we go, there we go, there we go. Right here. Oh, that's turn right there at the end is still bad, though. And then if you can make it over that, you're good to go. Okay, awesome. Woo! Wasn't the absolute prettiest, but I still managed to make it work. Okay, I think, no, I didn't need to repair there. I thought that was orange in my peripheral vision, but it is just slightly yellowish still, which means that it cannot be repaired. There we go. Woo! We're fine, we're fine. Gosh, we're heading into the Boonta Eve itself right after this. How exciting is that, huh? It's, I mean, it's pretty exciting. It's a cool course. I really do love how faithful it is to the betrayal in the movie, I gotta say. Although I always did kind of find it funny that And you'll see what I'm talking about when you actually get into the race itself, but why did they take different paths on every lap? Wouldn't there be like, wouldn't they want to like study it and find what the de facto best course of action is to take every single time? Wouldn't that be like, I don't know, part of a racer's job to study that? It also keeps them from like getting into trouble with one another all the time like they do frequently throughout the race within the movie, where they're sabotaging one another and careening into each other and getting shot at by Tuscan Raiders and all that stuff that happens in the movie. I feel like that would avoid a lot. That would stop a lot of issues if they were just, you know, taking the path of least resistance every time. But I don't know. What do I know? I only play pod racing in a video game, not IRL. That lava is moving at just an insane frame rate too. Like, holy cow. It is moving so fast. Like, the frickin' frame rate on the lava is like 180 FPS while the rest of this game is running at 60. There we go. Alrighty. We're doing good. We're doing really, really good. Let's keep this up. So you know where your turns are going to be coming up at. You're going to be A-O-heckin' K. Yeah! Beautiful. Oh, don't touch the grass. Ah! Gosh dang it. We're fine, we're fine. Here we go, into a turn. Okay, let's see if we can repair here. Perfect. Repair is not actually at its best, but I didn't think I was going to be needing to use it too much. Perfect. And there we go. Okay, wow, even the race didn't know where I was for a few seconds there. It was like, where are you going? Well, I am actually absolutely destroying the competition right now, so you can suck it. Look at that. Look at that lead. Look at that lead. Beautiful. That is what I like to see. Alrighty, no more boosts for the remainder of this. I am playing it safe, and we are almost done. I said no more boosts, and then I boosted. Okay, awesome. Got a lap record, got a course record. And now awaits the big one, the Bunta Classic. This time around, we indeed can unlock ourselves Subulba. And you know what? I am going to make a change. I think it's only fitting that I actually play through this one in particular as Anakin. So, let's go to the junkyard real quick and see what we can buy. I am definitely going to purchase that for an upgrade. I can get a cooling upgrade. That is also pretty nice. I am so absolutely swimming in trinkets right now, so I don't really... Actually, I could get a Block 6 upgrade. Maybe I might do that. Let me just look at the rest of my options available to me. Okay, that's pretty good. Traction is absolutely necessary, so let's do that. Anything else I can get in the cooling department? Yes. Let's see. Anything else? Air brake. Let's do that. And then, yes, let's finally spend it on the Block 6. Perfect. All right, let's do this thing. Bunta Classic time. Here we go. It's the big one. It's the one from the movie. It's the one that everybody remembers. It's even all of the pod racers that were actually in it to win it in the movie itself. It's time. Here we go. Okay, so here's the way that this works in this one. You have multiple different paths that you can take in this course in particular, and we are going to start by heading on into the caves. This is going to be our first course of action. It is not the easiest to see, but once you get out of there, it's actually not so bad. If you can hit your boost as you go off-road, well, you cannot do that, but you can actually skip through most of that. I hit that turn incorrectly, though. And then we head on into the upper section. All right, let's do this. I'm actually going to take the upper path. I want to take the upper path, but I also don't want to frickin' die here. And the difficulty in this course in particular is definitely at an all-time high. I typically like to take the upper path, which was on the right there that I completely missed. So we'll be doing that on the next lap. Now going through the caves is not always my favorite either, but I wanted to show it off at least once. Oh, let's skip right through there. Perfect. All right. Hit the ground there. Okay, we need to go over that, so let's be a little cautious there. And now we're going to start to hit the part where we have to thread the needle a lot. So you don't necessarily need to follow my path, but just be ever diligent when going through this part, because it is a very easy spot to crash. Woohoo! Okay, wow, the turning on this, I definitely could have used another upgrade in that department, and I didn't do it. Anakin is not really the best character in the first place, so it's like, I don't know, but I feel like obligated, like contractually obligated to put through this as this character. Anyways, this is where Rats Tyrell died, was at that part right there, and I just went careening on into it because I didn't give a crap. All right, so this is where some Tuscan Raiders are going to start to shoot at you. Do not go directly through the flames. If you do, you will catch your pod racer on fire, and also being even near them, like so, even near them will also cause you to slide and lose control a little bit. Yeah, don't want to go into the fire like that, but I kind of didn't really have a choice with where I had fallen. Sand crawlers. I forgot that those things are lurking in this particular section. There we go. I think there's 2 of them, as a matter of fact. Maybe it's just the one. I know it appears often in different spots, but once we get through this part, now we have the actual straightaway itself, with all of the rocks that can stop your boost if you so much as touch them. Golly, and his boost, man, this character, Anakin, is not a good character to pick. And I somehow got a lap record there, which is actually kind of pathetic. I mean, I think it's mostly just down to the fact that I'm in a better state statistics-wise than I was in my other playthroughs. But we're going to take that path, and I'm going to head through here, which is definitely the trickier path to take. But I believe it is also the most rewarding if you can manage it. There we go. Much better, much better. All right, we're doing good. We're doing good. Hit that air brake, which I really don't have much of with this character to begin with. Hit that boost. Don't fall into the holes. Thank you. There we go. Okay, let's actually head up this time, which, like I said, is my favorite course of action if I can ever take it. We definitely need to repair a little bit. Perfect. There we go. There we go. There we go. And then we get to hear a lovely bit of dialogue from Anakin's voice actor, who I am pretty darn sure isn't even the same actor that played him in the movie. It's just probably some random kid. So don't read too much into that. Yeah, I mean, it's not like they would really bother to... I think the only voice actors, like, they actually brought back from the movie itself are the announcers, if I'm not mistaken, that only ever speak in this course in particular anyway. And I guess in the opening cutscene of the game on the Dreamcast edition, as well as the remasters. But other than that, I don't think a single voice actor reprises their role for the game. They're all substitutes. But let's head through this part as fast as we can without running into any fire. Here we go. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, let's stop crashing into the wall. Definitely need to repair myself there. I could be killing this so much harder if I was actually using a better character, but alas. There we go. It feels like an obligation, guys. It does. I can't not use this character on this particular course. And honestly, I will begrudge you if you use anyone else. Like, how dare you? How dare you not relive perfectly one of the greatest moments in Star Wars cinema history? I only said that half facetiously, by the way. Anyways, that should be a lap record right there. At least our cooling is really good, but man, we heat up very quick on this. Okay, we're going to take the top path again, and this time, just to shake things up, I'm going to go right this time. Even though it is not my ideal way of going, I am still going to take it. There we go. I don't know, maybe that was faster than going to the left. And we're also going to try, if I can, to go down. There we go, this way. Perfect. I like how Elon Mack, the de facto worst character in the entire game, is like by far and away in last place right now. It's just so funny to me. Okay, I probably should have gone left, but I didn't. Oops. That is my bad. But at least we made it through that part unscathed. Head down here. Perfect. Let's boost through that. Whoa! Okay, we're good. We're good. I definitely actually could use repair here. There we go. Repair that as well. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Now, if we can, let's just head into this part with a boost active. Don't go crashing into anything. There we go. I'm actually surprised I've only wiped out once in this entire race. Okay, we're going to run into that sand crawler again, so let's be a little careful. We're actually not quite there yet, but we're getting there. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Doing awesome, doing awesome. Oh, gosh dang it. All right, let's boost through this. Try not to get hit by the fire. Okay, somehow. Okay, that time it did light me on fire. Gosh dang it. It is so very, very easy to hit those. And also on top of that, it's also, once you've caught fire once with the slipperiness that follows, it's very easy to also get your other engine caught on fire, which is a very unfortunate circumstance when that happens. Because when, I never really explained this when, like what is the problem with fire? If you don't instantly repair it, you will explode. You will explode. You will eventually just wipe out. And it's not like the quick explosion either. It's like the slow, long engine explodes and then you roll for a while sort of wipe out that you really, really don't want in this game. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm just going to let my engine catch on fire and then we are going to finish this. Perfect. There we go. All right, 7 minutes. We got ourselves a new lap record, a new course record, and we have unlocked the second to last, character in the entire game. Yes, not quite the last, but we do have ourselves Subulba. Now, why is Subulba such a coveted character, aside from the fact that he's the antagonist in the quote-unquote antagonist in the movie? Well, it's down to the fact that he has one special ability, which when you double-tap the right bumper while going past somebody, you will actually shoot fire out the side of your engine, which can then catch enemies next to you on fire as well. Now, lining this up is so freaking difficult, and honestly, you should be so far ahead of everybody anyway that I consider that trivial at best. It's a cool novelty, but I mean, why would you? I don't know. There's no reason, in my opinion, there's absolutely no reason to use it whatsoever. It's a utility that you never should need to use because you should always be in front in the first place. And even if they are right next to you, lining that up is so unbelievably difficult. Anyways, I actually don't think that I can skip these credits. So I'm going to actually, well, I can't skip them in the game itself. So I'm actually going to skip them by cutting them out and editing them here, and then we will tack them on possibly to the end of the episode, because I do believe that they also show once you have finished the open circuit invitational. So I will see you all in just a second. And we are back. Okay, so with the Galactic Pod Racing circuit complete, we have now unlocked the Gauntlet, which in turn has also unlocked us Inferno, the final 2 levels in the game. Now, the first of these, the Gauntlet, is not going to be unlocking us any characters because the track favorite is Gasgano, a character we've had since the very beginning of the game. So, let's see. What can we actually purchase on the way? I think I'm definitely going to get that. Can I get myself a cooling upgrade as well? That would be actually pretty nice. We also got top speed. No, thank you. I already have the best one. Well, actually, hold on. Oh, I'm literally replacing it with it. I might as well. It's the same exact frickin' part. Okay, let's head off to see if we can get our cooling up a little bit. Actually, we can do turning there. Yes, indeed. Traction there. Yes, indeed. I know I'm spending all my triggers right now, but I honestly don't really care all that much. Okay, perfect. Let's do this thing. So this is another, obviously it's on Uvu 4, which means I am going to be running into some fun times in the tunnels, as is the usual. This is always the bane of my existence. I've decided I want to use Mars Glow for this one in particular, and then we'll use Neva Key for the last track, I guess. Specifically because I know the way that Inferno works, and honestly, he's a perfect character for that. Okay, let's not stop bouncing, stop bouncing, stop bouncing. Okay, we are outside now. Thank goodness. Okay, so there's actually a few, alternate paths you can take. Also, watch out for the fire. I forgot about that. Okay, we're just going to let ourselves explode there. I totally forgot that there's fire here. I think it's supposed to imply that there's meteors falling to the ground, but, I mean, it's not the most obvious thing in the world. Okay, so I'm actually going to head this way. And you're probably wondering, where the heck are you going? Well, as a matter of fact, this is actually, in my opinion, the better path to take. If you go all the way over this way, there's a little path that leads over this direction and allows you to skip a very good chunk of the level. Whoa, okay, there we go. Woo, doing good. Doing good. Now, if we could, let's head on in here. We're actually doing really good so far. All right. There we go. Oh, that turn is Moida. Absolute murder. We got this. Yeah, track favorite is Gasgano. Well, that's the funny thing is, the way that these levels are set up here at the end, so Subulba was obviously second place in the, and was the track favorite of the Boon to Eve itself. But believe it or not, these last 2 courses make up the next 2 top racers in, or at least what are supposed to be the next 2 top racers. So Gasgano was actually the one who really took second behind Anakin in the movie because Subulba was unable to finish. While the last character that we're going to be unlocking is, the last character that we're going to be unlocking is a character that was meant to be a favorite, if not for some hilarious hijinks that ensued throughout the course of the movie that caused him to be unable to finish the race. And yeah, you'll notice who that is as soon as we actually unlock his pod racer. It was one of those many funny moments from Phantom Menace that everybody loves oh so much. Remember, Jar Jar Binks was not the only source of quote-unquote comic relief in that movie. There was actually quite a few moments of that from other characters, and I really do think that Jar Jar himself gets pilloried way too much for it because he was certainly not the only quote-unquote problem in that movie. Okay, we're going to actually stay off the course here with darn good reason. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to maintain my boost there, but unfortunately I messed that up. Okay, at least we cut across the course a lot, which is fine by me. And now if we can do this, I believe this also saves us from another entrance into one of those anti-grav tunnels, which I am more than happy with because I don't like those anti-grav tunnels very much. They kill me a lot. Okay, that's a little too narrow. Woo! That was something. All right, let's try going down. I don't actually know if you want to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. Yeah, that's not really where you want to go. Also, I didn't realize my engine was about to blow up there. I wasn't even paying attention at all to that. Okay, there we go. And we can boost through this. We're still pretty far ahead, which is good. Make sure you don't go into this turn, by the way, with too much speed. That is a very easy way to die because of the angle of the turn itself. Here we go. Let's just enjoy this part without worrying about boosting too much at all. We can boost to the end of this, and then right there, hit that brake. There we go. Okay, boost through this part. Whoa, okay, yeah, that was scary. That was definitely scary. Okay, let's not, yeah, there we go. Good. Okay, so, oh, that part is so frickin', I'm gonna die. Yep, I don't know how to avoid those. It's like a different pattern every single time. It's definitely the part that gets me the most in this game. Every time I encounter it. But still got a lap record somehow out of that. Don't know how, especially with how close they are. And I know I beat this level with relative ease on my initial playthroughs as well. There we go. Just slip on through that. Okay, oh, please stop bouncing. Okay, I'm going to actually let my boost come back so that I can use it here, and hopefully if I can angle this properly I won't lose my boost at all. There we go. Okay, so now once we get right here, let's use that boost again all the way to the end here. Okay, we're gonna cut it really close. Perfect. Oh, that was beautiful. Almost couldn't have handled that any better. Look at that. Now we got a great lead. I'm going to actually go this way this time. Oh, that worked out beautifully. Awesome. All right, there we go. Oh, don't hit the ground. Okay, here we go into the turn. Air brake that. And now we just boost on the straightaway. Awesome. Look at this. We're doing so great. This lap has turned out much better than previous laps. Ooh, boy. Almost died there going into that turn because I took it a little too sharp, but luckily the game threw me a bone there, or I guess the game's physics engine did. Alrighty, hit that again. Perfect. Okay, woo! I am definitely playing with fire here. Definitely playing with fire here. Okay, here we go. Let's try to get through this part unscathed. Probably not gonna happen. Yeah, that's what I figured. This part is just, it's so absurd, man. So absurd trying to get through that entire section without taking any damage. It's okay, we're still gonna get our absolute best lap time right here. And there we go. Yeah, awesome. I will absolutely take it. Okay, so 1 course remains. I'm going to switch my vehicle here. We are going to head on over to Nevaki. I always forget where he is in relation. There we go. Boom. And now, since this is our last race, we might as well just go all out in the Trugit's expenditure. So, let's see. What can we spend the most on here? Actually, maybe I should hit the junkyard first just in case. It's always worth checking. Okay, I can get an air brake upgrade. So let's do that. And then, all right, to the part shop for the rest of it. So let's see. What can I buy anything in acceleration? Nope. Turning, yes. Let's do that. Traction, yes. Perfect. Alrighty, and now let's spend the rest in repair. Actually, perfect. Okay, so pretty much a fully upgraded pod racer. Let's do this thing. This is the final level in the game, and it's actually kind of a short one. But it's got a lot of crazy turns involved. So here we go. This one is almost entirely set within the volcano itself. And to have a really twitchy character here is actually a godsend, not going to lie. Wow, those guys are really slow off the jump, aren't they? So this one is actually a pretty darn high-octane race. You are going to be wanting to use your boost quite a lot. Watch those turns. Those can be pretty bad. I honestly thought I was going to die there. But I am good to go. And this, of course, is going to unlock us the final character in the game, Ben Quadraneros, who was the character with the quad-engine pod racer from the movie that constantly had technical difficulties and eventually had to forfeit the race as a result. And yeah, it was the other moment of comic relief that everybody loved in that movie. Gosh, wow. This level is actually pretty tricky. It is not an easy one, that is for darn sure. But you want that turning capability, absolutely. Holy cow. Okay, let's try to focus for this part. Here we go. All right, let's hit that. Definitely not my best lap time ever on this course. Not even close. I think my best lap time on this one's under a minute. So I would like to be able to replicate that here. Hit another boost. Let's actually take the correct path this time. Get the ground. There we go. We're doing good. We're doing good. Whoa. Okay, turning a little too wide there. Gosh, that frickin' fire shooting up throws me off every single time. It's just like shards of lava glass. Okay, we're good. We're good. Right through the purple. Through the purple. Okay. Yeah, don't want to go hitting into any of these rocks. These walls are meant to be very, very, very dangerous with the rocks jutting out of them that if you so much as touch while going at full speed, you will die. There we go. There we go. Doing good. We're doing good. Okay. Yep. You don't want to stay in the lava too long because that causes you to overheat very quickly and will eventually catch your engines on fire. So you want to make that as brief as possible. All right, so I was able to get under a minute there, but still not able to get my best lap record. I don't know if I'll be able to get that on this lap here, but we'll certainly try for it. Okay, hit that boost, please. Thank you. Okay, yeah, I probably already lost out on that because I know I definitely tried to like perfect this particular course on subsequent attempts, and it went over a lot better in my initial playthroughs than it's going right now. All right, there we go, there we go. Okay, we're going right again. Probably should have gone left, but oh well. Through the purple we go. Okay, we're doing fine, we're doing fine. Ay, 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 ay. Holy cow. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. Perfect. Okay, let's try that. No! Oh, there it is. Yep, there's no way I'm getting the best lap time now. Absolutely not. Gosh, I wanted to try to cut through that again, but unfortunately, wasn't able to make it happen. And then we boost to the end. There we go. Alrighty, that will do it. And we have unlocked the final pod racer in the game, Mr. Quadraneros himself with that quad engine. And so, we're actually done. So we're not going to get the credits at the end. You know what? That is okay. I am honestly okay with that. We've seen them before. We don't need to see them again, and I certainly don't want to get copyright striked because I would have to talk over the entirety of said credits because Duel of the Fates plays in the background the entire time. So, I guess just as a final note, we can actually look through the pod racers here with all the upgrades that I'm getting that I've given them, so that you can actually see their statistics in comparison. Now you can see why I don't really care for Subulba that much. I mean, look at the character before him and then look at him. Like, it was a downgrade in every department. Now, technically, his top speed is his best statistic, but, like, really? Everything is a downgrade? Ugh. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. And getting a really high top speed is not that difficult in this game at all. It really isn't. Gosh, that character is silly looking. That character has deceptively good stats. It's actually not that great of a character at all. There's my boy right there. Evie Endicott, actually one of the better racers. Dud Bolt, not one of the better racers. Gasgano, one of the better ones. So is Clegg Holdfast. Worst character in the game. One of the best characters in the game. Another one of the worst characters in the game. This is like Subulba, but somehow even worse. Another great character. Pretty decent character. Very similar again to Subulba, honestly. And then Slide Paramita, which is actually one of the best characters in the game as well. Toy Dampener, also a fantastic character, although this guy can also be a little bit twitchy for my liking. And then there's Bullseye Navoir, which is pretty much like, I mean, just look at those statistics. Look at all those meters and how high they are. Isn't that just absurd? Best handling character in the entire game, bar none. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this episode. That is going to be it for this Let's Play of Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. I hope you all enjoyed it very, very much. I know this was kind of a one-off, a little bit of a weird one. After this Let's Play, we are not going to have any more videos on Wednesday for a while, but I figured that considering the reception I've got to my initial Let's Play of this game, I needed to give this another shot. And hopefully, I actually showed just how great this game was the second go-around and did it with ease. I mean, it only took 5 episodes. I mean, they were 30-minute episodes, but still, that equates to 10 normal-length episodes. And it went pretty smoothly this time, for the most part. I feel like I did a pretty darn good job. So, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this Let's Play very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one.